Well, hi everyone. Welcome back into the weather office where we've had a little bit to talk about this month.
Yeah, a little bit. And I think that there is some good news actually on this first day of spring.
Yeah,
we have. I mean, listen, it's not all roses and tulips, but there's a little bit of good news.
Yeah, I think that this storm, whereas the last few just seemed to look worse and worse as you got closer to the storm, this one is not escalating. In fact, maybe even coming down a little bit here in the short term, right as we get toward the start of the storm. So this one certainly doesn't look as intense as the past few storms we've been talking about. You know, the last ones had stronger winds, more snow, more coastal flooding. This brings us snow in spring, which kind of stinks. But other than that,
you're not going to see those intense bands like those last couple of storms where you had 3 inches an hour dropping, and the bands that were just sitting over one area. Like, not going to see anything like that. We still have some wind, still a little coastal issue, but
some power outage potential.
Right, but the good news is not quite as disruptive as the last couple of storms.
Yeah. So this one is also different in that it really doesn't impact the whole area like we had with the last few snowstorms. So the last few, I mean, everyone was dealing with their own issues. It was wind, coastal flooding, snowfall. This one really depended on where you are. If you're northwest of the Pike, really not a big deal at all. I mean, most of the day tomorrow, not much in the air. Tomorrow evening, we may see some snow fill in. Your best chance for some accumulating snow is tomorrow night. So if you're north of the Pike, really, it's kind of like go about your day. I don't think it's an issue. Now, if you're south of the Pike, there'll be some snow in the air in the morning into the afternoon, especially down toward Rhode Island, the south coast, and toward Cape Cod. So it could be a little bit dicier there. But we're getting to that time, even though it's still cold and we're still talking about these storms, we now are in late March. When it snows during the day in late March and in April, it's tougher on the roads to accumulate.
Yeah.
So
it's got to really come down hard this time of year to really accumulate, and this doesn't appear to be that type of storm.
No, as you were saying, Terry, it's just not as intense. You need those bands to overcome the sun angle and some of these mitigating factors this time of year. We don't see that. So I think that the evening, overnight, there could be certainly some slick spots on the roads, especially from the Pike southward. Northward, it's really not going to be a big thing for you here. And in terms of power outages, it's southeastern Mass, again, that we're really focusing on. It's where we have the wettest snow type. It's where we have the strongest winds. It's probably not going to be a disaster like the last couple of storms, but there will be some outages.
And believe it or not, there are already I think there are about 10 schools at last check that were reporting in for early release. Mostly there's a couple closings in there. I mean, I think we should stress that Wednesday really is not a tough day. In fact, we could even see some sun for parts of the day north of the Pike.
Especially north, yeah.
So really it's not until Wednesday night, mostly after dark, that this really accumulates. But better safe than sorry, I guess.
It's interesting because you get some stories through the grapevine and how all the decisions are made, and for some, they want to add a Tuesday onto a calendar or finish a week or move into another week. There's some
school
accounting
politics
things. And yeah, there's some other issues there that go into some of the snow days too sometimes. So maybe there's that. You have to think we're almost done in terms of school days, snow days, and
we better be. I mean,
it's a cold pattern ahead still, but at some points the sun wins out and you stop dealing with these types of risks.
Let's hope this is our last nor'easter of the bunch here, at least for a little bit. It looks like perhaps, we may, I guess I shouldn't even go there, but the weekend storm, and we've said it before, going south of us, it really does appear that this one may actually go south.
I don't feel good about it. This might be a reverse jinx, but there is another nor'easter that's going to be nearby late Sunday into Monday, and perhaps even into Tuesday. Maybe nature throws us a bone and it just stays a bit offshore and it doesn't give us too many headaches. It's still close enough where we're going to have to be wary of it over the next few days. So
one at a time.
One at a time. We'll just get through tomorrow, and hey, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll trend even a little farther south. It'll lower the impacts. We're getting there. We're making some strides.
Flip in the calendar. We're gone to spring, and maybe maybe some good news finally.
Can you tell we've gotten some hate mail in the last couple of weeks? We're like trying to soften the blow a little bit, put on some Barry Manilow, kind of relax here, and get everybody in a better mood. I don't know.
Barry,
we got a few people who seem to like Barry Manilow around here.
Barry Burbank, certainly.
Barry Burbank?
Yes.
Roby loves Barry Manilow.
Okay, well, let's put it
It's fun music, happy music. Yeah, sure. Whatever it does, it puts you in a better mood. Hopefully we get there, because definitely getting the sense, Twitterverse, email-wise,
people
a little on edge, getting a little cranky.
People are, I think we're over the edge.
Yeah.
Or at least we're approaching the edge. Anyways, stay safe tomorrow if you're traveling, especially late at night, and stay tuned for updated forecasts. Eric's going on just a little bit.
Yep, we'll see you then.